Hey everybody, welcome to Namaste Doing Yoga. This is our second video. So we're just going to focus on areas of tension today where we generally hold them are our shoulders and our hips. So just a nice small half-hour flow to kind of release all of that stress and tension in the upper and lower body. So let's begin. Start by sitting in a comfortable seat. Spine is nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. Close the eyes. Let the palms rest on the knees. If you need more grounding today, keep the hands down. And if you want to open up to the world, feel free to let those palms face up to give out your energy into the universe. And just start to focus in on your breath. Take notice of where your body is today. Take notice of how your breath flows. And see if you can have your inhales and exhales equal in length. Maybe using the count of 4 if that helps. Inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4. And then bringing the hands to heart center. Begin to set your intention for today's class, whether it's for you or somebody else. Maybe it's just one word. And keeping that intention close to your heart throughout all of today's practice and throughout the rest of your day. Blinking the eyes open, let the hands come down by your sides. Roll the shoulders back and down a few times. And then roll them forward. Coming back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up, interlace the fingers. Flip those palms to face the ceiling and look up. As you exhale, extend the arms out in front of you. Tuck the chin to the chest, round your back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, round, bring it out in front of you. Slowly remove that interlace. Bring the right hand down. Reach the left arm up and over the body here. If you want, you can come down onto your forearm. And your gaze is up either at your left thumb or down at the ground. Slowly coming back to center. Switch it out. Left arm walks out. Right arm comes up and over. Nice side body stretch here. Releasing the shoulders and the ribs. Slowly coming back to center. Interlace the fingers behind your back. See if you can get your palms to touch. And then puff your chest out and pull your arms back as far as you can. The goal here is not to worry about bringing your head all the way down to the ground, but just more to have your chest opening up. And then slowly release, shake it out. Make your way into your tabletop. Knees directly underneath the hips, wrists directly underneath the shoulders. Fingertips are spread nice and wide here. Curl the toes under so you can get more into the lower back. And then on the inhale, arching the back, tailbone sticks out, head and chest go forward. Exhale, round the spine, press away from the mat like a scared Halloween cat. Inhaling and arching. Exhaling and rounding. Taking 2 to 3 more rounds with your own breath. Take your time. And on your next inhale, coming back to a neutral flat back here. Inhale, bring those right toes back and down. Find your focal point, and then when you're ready, lift them up. Flex that foot. Inhale, bring that left arm out in front of you. And then as you inhale, bring the arm and the leg out in opposite directions. And then exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, bring it out. Exhale to center. One more. Inhale out. Exhale back to center. Slowly come back into your tabletop. Shake the hips from side to side. Maybe take another round of cat-cow. And then when you're ready, inhaling, the left leg comes back and down. Find that focal point and reach that left foot up. And then if you'd like to add in that right arm. As you inhale, extend that arm and leg out. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale it out. Exhale, last one. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Come back into your tabletop. Shake those hips from side to side. Bring the fingertips towards the side walls. And just sway the torso from side to side. Getting into the wrists here, just strengthening our upper body. And then when you're ready, bring those fingertips back towards the front of your mat. Curl the toes under, lift the hips back and up. Find your down dog. So deeply bending one knee and then the other, pedaling out those legs. You may hear some cracks. And then look in between your hands. Make sure that those fingertips are spread nice and wide. There's weight even in that pinky finger. The arms are no more than shoulder distance apart. And the feet are no more than hip distance apart. And then shift your gaze up towards your belly. Inhale, that right leg comes back and up. As you exhale, bring that right foot in between the hands, lower the back knee, and reach the arms up, low lunge. Bring the hands down on top of the right thigh and push yourself forward. Getting more into the hips and the inner thighs. And then bring that left hand down, reach that right arm up, gaze over those right fingertips. Exhale, hands come down to frame that foot. Curl the back toes under, lift that knee, and step the left foot to meet the right forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, deep bend in the knees to protect that low back and rise up one vertebra at a time, head coming up last. Roll the shoulders back and down when you get there. Inhale, reach those arms up. And then as you exhale, hinging from the hips, swan dive all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold deep. Bend in those knees here. And then step the left foot back, right to meet high plank. Lower all the way down onto the belly. Keep the elbows in nice and close. Inhale, head and chest come up for cobra. As you exhale, push back through bent knees. Find your down dog. Inhale, the left leg comes back and up. Exhale, bring it in between the hands. Lower that back knee and reach those arms up. Low lunge on the other side. Take those hands down to the thigh and press that hip forward. Bring the right hand down, reach the left arm up here. Exhale, hands come down to frame that foot. Curl the back toes under, lift that knee, and step the right foot to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, deep bend in the knees. Reverse the swan dive. Let the arms sweep up and over. And then exhale, bring the hands down by your side. And then bring the feet a little bit more than hip distance apart here. Bring the hands to the hips. On the inhale, push your elbows back, look up, puff your chest out. And then as you exhale, hinging down with a flat back, come all the way down, forward fold. You can let the arms come down to either the ground, maybe you have blocks and your hands are at your blocks, or maybe your hands stay at your hips. On the next inhale, reach that right arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, bring it down. 2 more times to each side. Inhale it up. Exhale. Coming back to your forward fold here. And bring those hands back to the hips. Hinging with a flat back, come all the way up. Inhale, take a back bend the other way. And then exhale, come all the way down, forward fold. Start to walk your hands towards your right foot. And then turn both feet towards the right, coming onto the ball of the left foot. And then look out in front of you, reach those arms up, high lunge. Cactus the arms here. Puff the chest out. Inhale, look up and take a mini back bend. Exhale, hands come down to frame that foot. Step it back into your down dog and take your flow. So inhaling, rolling forward to a plank, lowering down halfway, then coming onto the tops of the feet for up dog. Exhale, push the hips back and up for down dog. Look in between the hands and step or jump to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold deep, bend in the knees. Reverse that swan dive, arms sweep up and over. Take a back bend. And then exhale, bring it down. Come back into that wide-legged fold. Hands to the hips. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale. Start to walk your hands to the left foot this time. Turn both feet towards the left. Rise up onto the fingertips. Reach up. High lunge. This time, interlace the fingers behind the back. See if you can get those palms to touch. And puff that chest out. Remove the interlace, reach the arms up. Hands come down to frame that foot. Step it back and take your flow. Walk your feet in 2 or 3 steps here towards your hands. And then reach your right hand anywhere onto the left leg, whether it be the thigh, the calf, or the ankle. Your gaze is underneath your left armpit here. And then slowly bring the right hand down. Reach the left arm underneath. Coming towards that right leg. Any amount, gaze underneath that right armpit. Slowly come back to center. Walk the feet out, pedal it out. Bring the knees wide to the mat. Sit back on your heels, child's pose. Coming back to that intention, coming back to that breath. Inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4. And then slowly making your way back into your down dog. Take your time to get there. Inhale, the right leg comes back and up. As you exhale, bend that knee, open up the hip here, gaze underneath the right armpit. And then as you exhale, bring that right foot in between the hands. Pivot that back foot down to a 45-degree angle. And then reach the arms up, warrior one. As you exhale, windmill the arms out by your sides, deepening that bend in the right knee, coming into your warrior two. Your gaze is over those right fingertips. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Turn the torso towards that right knee, and then lower your torso down, coming into your humble warrior. Opening up the hips and the shoulders at the same time here, using your core strength to keep you up and not resting on your thigh. And slowly coming back up. Release the hands, exhale, hands come down to frame the foot, step it back and pedal it out. Inhale, the left leg comes back and up. As you exhale, bring that foot in between the hands. Pivot that back foot down, 45-degree angle. Reach the arms up, warrior one. Try not to collapse the shoulders here. We all tend to do it. Roll them back and down. And then as you exhale, windmill those arms out by your side. Gaze over those left fingertips this time. Warrior two. Deep bend in that front knee. Look down. Make sure you can still see your big toe. And then interlace the fingers behind the back. Turn that torso towards that left knee. And exhale, come down and in out. Humble warrior. Slowly use your core strength, bring yourself all the way up. Release those hands. Hands come down to frame the foot. Step it back and pedal it out. Inhale, roll forward to a plank. Round your upper back here. There's weight in your toes. Exhale, push the hips back and up, down dog. Inhale, roll forward to a plank. Exhale, push the hips back and up. Last one, inhale, roll forward to a plank. Hold it here, 2 full breaths. And then exhale, slowly lower all the way down onto the mat. Keep the elbows in close, forehead grounding down. Inhale, head and chest come up for cobra. Exhale, lower down. Take your hands and cup them so that just your fingertips are on the ground, and then bring them out about a foot to each side of your mat. Inhale, head and chest come up, and then turn to look over that right shoulder. Come back to center. Exhale down. Inhale, head and chest come up, turn to look over that left shoulder. Exhale, slowly come down. Bring the hands down by your side. Let the palms face up and just shake the hips from side to side. Resting one cheek to the mat or maybe the forehead. And then interlace those fingers behind the back here. Bring the forehead back to center. And as you inhale, lift the head and the chest off the mat. Maybe you lift your legs. If that's harsh on your low back, just keep them down. And then exhale, slowly release. Resting the other cheek to the mat, bend the knees, windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Coming back to center with the knees, keeping them bent here. Grab hold of your right foot with your right hand, and just rest on that left forearm. Just give yourself a nice gentle stretch here. And then switch it out. Lowering the legs, coming onto your forearms for Sphinx pose. So if this is too much on your low back, then you can walk your arms out in front of you just a little bit more so that there's less of a back bend. Your gaze is either out in front of you or down in between your thumbs. And from here, using your forearms to press yourself back into a wide-legged child's pose. And breathe. Lift the palms off the ground, cup those fingertips, and then walk your hands any amount to the right. And coming back to center, walk them over to the left. Coming back to center, slowly rising up, come to sit onto your heels. Roll the shoulders back and down a few times, and then roll them forward. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring them down. Bring the hands back behind you here. Puffing the chest out, and then as you exhale, look up. Slowly come back to center. And then come to bring both sitting bones onto the ground. Bring the soles of the feet together. Interlace the fingers over the toes and just start to flutter the legs. Start to open up the hips here. And then once you feel comfortable, inhale, lengthen up. And as you exhale, fold down any amount. Bring the elbows over the shins, even if they never reach the ground. By doing this, it allows our upper back just to loosen up a little bit more rather than have it kind of hunched in. And then slowly rising up one vertebra at a time, head coming up last. Extend that left leg out in front of you. Bring that right sole of the foot to the left thigh. Reach the right hand back behind you. Left arm comes up. And then as you inhale, look back. Maybe see if you can rise up onto that right shin. Coming into a modified variation of Wild Thing. Exhale, slowly come down and then reach both arms over towards the left leg. Slowly coming back to center, extend out the right leg, left foot comes in towards the thigh. This time the left hand comes back behind you, right arm comes up. Take a nice big inhale, reach your seat up. And slowly lower the hips down, bring both arms over to the right leg. And slowly rise up, head coming up last. Extend those legs out in front of you, give them a nice big shake. Flex the feet, point those toes up towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen up, grow tall, taller than you think you can. And then exhale, fold forward with a flat back. So whether you reach your thighs, your calves, or your toes, doesn't really matter here as long as your back is nice and flat. And once you find your comfort zone, then tuck the chin to the chest. Slowly rising up, head coming up last. Bring the arms back behind you here. And as you inhale, lift the hips up off the mat. Maybe see if you can get your toes all the way down to the ground. And then exhale, come back down. One more. Inhale, lift those hips up, head and chest, go back. Slowly exhale, lower it down. Hug that right knee in towards the chest. Option to cross it over the left leg or just keep it right where it is. Whatever feels better on your body. Just make sure that both sitting bones are still on the ground here. Hug that right knee in, left elbow comes over the right knee. And then inhale, reach the right arm up, bring it back behind you. Your gaze is over that back shoulder. Slowly come back to center. Give yourself a little counter twist to the left, bringing both hands down. And then rising up, nice and slow. We'll switch out those legs. Hug that left knee in. Same options. You can keep it right here or cross it over the right. Hook the right elbow this time over the left knee. Reach that left arm up. Follow it back behind you. And gaze over those left fingertips. Slowly coming back to center. Give yourself that little counter twist to the right. Uncross the legs. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Reach the arms out in front of you. And slowly lower yourself all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest once you get there. Rock from side to side. Make circles with the knees in each direction. Grab hold of either the shins or the outside of the feet and bring those feet up towards the sky for your happy baby. You can rock from side to side. You can stay still. Just tuck the chin to the chest slightly so the whole back of the neck is on the mat. And then slowly bring the soles of the feet together. Lower them all the way down to the ground for reclined butterfly. Bring the arms up overhead. Grab hold of opposite elbows. Close the eyes. Unclench the jaw. Remove the tongue from the top of the mouth. And just Relaxing the toes and the feet, the ankles and the shins. Relax the thighs and the hips. And then start to relax the core, the low back, the shoulders. Relax the face and the jaw. Relax the space right in between your eyebrows. Relax the wrists and the fingers. And just breathe. Slowly deepening the breath, coming back to the body. When you're ready, slowly hugging those knees into the chest. Give yourself one final hug of the day. And rolling over to either side body in a fetal position. A position of new beginnings and looking forward. Keep the eyes gently closed. Make your way into any seated position that is comfortable. Bring the hands to heart center when you get there. Bow your head, thanking yourself for taking the time out of your busy day to work on you and only you. Coming back to that intention, coming back to that peaceful breath, and knowing that you can come here anytime your heart desires. The light in me shines brightly to the light that shines so brightly in you. Together, we light up the sky. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you did, please click the little like button down on the bottom of the screen, and feel free to leave any feedback, any comments, anything else that you'd